Okay, so hello there, guys. This is Aishi, and I'm sitting on the ground. Okay, this is fake grass. The grass is not real, by the way, but the sun is real. The sunlight is like so bright, and I just came out to have this, beautiful sunshine on my skin, on my body. By the way, it's also very windy here. The air is like the wind is so high today. These days, the wind is very cold and high. So the sunlight just hits right on your skin. Like it doesn't hit the way it should hit, like in summer, you know, but it does hit somewhat. Makes me feel warm. So, anyways, whatever. I am enjoying my vitamin D while talking to you guys about whatever I was recording in my previous video. So basically, I was talking about exactly when you're scared to jump, take the jump, right? Do you believe that while you were going to be, being born on this earth, on this planet, do you think that you are one of those people who weren't supposed to be here? Like you weren't supposed to be born? Because, like for me, when I was born, I'm telling some of my very, like, you can say personal story, but my relatives, they were not happy like that I was born. They wanted a boy child and I was a girl child. So yeah, they were not happy that I was born. Like I literally felt like many people didn't want me to, come onto this earth, planet earth, and rise and be birthed on this planet. Okay, but I did. Here I am. I made it till here. So do you believe that something other than you, which is so higher and divine, has been guiding you throughout your life? Because I've had many experiences wherein I literally encountered God, and these were exactly the points in my story, in my life, where I didn't trust or believe in God at all. Like I was an atheist, okay, earlier. If you know me, if you are one of my old friends or whatever watching this video, my exes, they know that I wasn't such a person to be believing in, religious things or even divine things like God and something higher power is guiding you throughout your life. So now I just know I am like heavily divinely guided, because in a lot of experiences, for example, just the story when I was going to be born and I was still born, and while I was in my mother's womb, I literally knew that I am going to have a sister. Like I don't know if it's an elder sister or if it's a small sister, younger sister. I didn't knew all of that, okay, but I felt like I'm going to have a sister. And guess what? After 10 fucking years of me being born on this planet, my sister is also born. So like yeah, she was born in 2015 and I was born in 2005. So it's like miracle, like completely miracle. I never thought that I will actually have a sibling or a sister, you can say, because when I was born, I always felt like I didn't fit in, in a lot of places. Like I had to perform highly, I had to prove myself, to gain people's validation and be worthy of being their friends and getting into their friendship circle. Like, especially, this was high when I was in Bangalore. I didn't feel like these people, like they just didn't like me at all. I don't know why they didn't like me, but they didn't. It's just that they never liked me, and I forced myself to kind of then become this person that I'm still unlearning, by the way, right now, to not be this kind of person who, overperforms or performs to just to gain people's validation and be their friends and feel like you're worthy of being their friends. Because trust me, the friends I made in those point of my life, I am getting so many heavy realizations every single day now that I am, meditating and I'm healing from so many things and stuffs that have happened, that these were not my true friends. These people were not meant for me, Like, I had so much of manipulation going on at that point that I am now noticing. Right now, I'm realizing that fuck, bro, I was being manipulated. I was heavily, like, you can say people almost didn't like the fact that I was very good in my academics, but not highly intelligent or very aware of myself when it comes to my worth. Okay, I didn't knew my value, my true value, and I didn't knew my self, perception. I didn't have any kind of, you can say, positive or high self perception about myself, and that caused me to, get into this kind of friendships and relationships where I constantly had to overgive. And since I am a natural giver, at first it didn't feel like I'm overgiving. It just felt like I'm loving the person. It's just about loving them unconditionally, always being there for them, you know taking care of their emotions, making myself feel responsible when things go wrong, blaming myself when things go wrong in a relationship or friendship, okay? Thinking that I am not worthy. And these people, I'm not saying they were the one to make me feel this way about myself. It was also myself, okay? Because as I said, I didn't knew my worth, my true value back then. So it really, now that I'm self-aware, is just hitting me hard. It's just making sense. Like, everything, like, just makes so much 100% of sense. Like 1000%, not even 100, but 1000% sense. You know why? Because everything starts to make sense only if you are like 1000% of you and not someone else. Not someone that other people will like, not someone that you will people please or have no boundaries, have no self respect. See here, this dog. So I'm no longer that person that I used to be. And I'm so happy, I'm so glad that I have unlearned all those shit, because that was never me. And I felt, even though I got into those friendships and connections, I never felt like truly loved or supported or accepted. No, because I forced myself. It's not like I wanted to be there. I didn't want to be there. Now I am admitting this. Like, truly, I was much better off alone. I'm realizing now, than I was with these people, okay? Because they were dishonest. They bullied me. I also went through a lot of bullies when I was in 11th and 12th. So, yeah, I have had every kind of mishaps that you can possibly think about. I have had those all, okay? So, but I still overcame, right, all of my fears, and I stood around on my 2 feet, which I never thought I would turn my back on these people who betrayed me. I'm so glad that I had this power and strength inside me finally. Though I am so emotionally sensitive, but still, it killed me at first to leave these people because I loved them truly so much. Okay, but I know I did what's best for me, and sometimes when you try to do what's best for you, it might not make other people happy with your decisions, but you still have to make a decision, right? Because it's going to serve you and it's going to serve for your highest good, but maybe not for other people. Like, Thank your lucky fucking stars. Could you imagine if that relationship worked? Could you imagine if you got into that toxic situationship with your ex? Like, stop acting like men are in kind of some limited supply, or you will never meet them again. You'll never have true friends again. Like, stop. People are not in limited supply. They are just everywhere. Can I show you? Wait. Just see, look around. There are so many people, man. Why did I go after that one motherfucker? Like, what the fuck? What the F? I had so much options, but I thought that staying loyal to one will make me loyal, and like, truly, that was such a foolish thing I did. Like, that was one of the stupidest thing I ever did. Do you not think that this person is meant for me? They're going to stay with me forever. See, people are temporary, okay? They're not forever. Please get that shit drilled inside your head, and the sooner you accept it, the less painful it gets, and the more happier, lighter, and free you become. Because you're not attached to any connections you have in your life. You are just detached, first of all, and you're detached because you are the real prize. You are the person who is worth having around and being in the presence of. Your presence is worth millions and billions. And I just got to know this because, trust me, whenever I got into those toxic friendships and relationships, the more these people made me feel like I am worthless, or they just can't see my worth. They just acted like completely ignored me, bullied me, tried to manipulate me, hurt my feelings, right? The more these people did all of those things, it just made me realize how freaking blessed and powerful I am. Like, people don't attack you in numbers unless they see something in you that is so much higher than your whole existence, than your whole living existence. Trust me, bro, on this. You gotta be higher, you gotta be more, you can say, powerful than these people are, because they are having to use numbers to fight you, to stand against you, to, hurt you, to make you feel victimized or villainized. Because trust me, how much your mere presence and existence makes them feel threatened. And I am just like, I haven't even started yet, and you're already scared of what I would do, what I could do if I really started working hard on myself, and working hard on all of the things that truly makes me feel happy and alive and joyful, and not give a shit about what you are going to think about me. Can you imagine all of the things I could have done? Like, I haven't even started yet, and these people were already scared when I was at my rock bottom, when I was doing at the lowest. I had no idea where I was going in my life. I had no idea why am I even here alive on this earth. I just wanted to die at that point, just wanted to kill myself. Okay, I have tried many times, I just couldn't. Anyways, my kind of BPD traits, I don't know, it was there back then, it's not now here. Like, that signal, I'm glad I have lost those connections and people, because it was all necessary. It was all very much necessary, because these people were silently admitting, even though if they never say it to me on my face, actively, passively, they have made it very much clear to me that I am a walking threat. I am powerful. This dog is serving as a confirmation. See, animals are attracted to you, children are attracted to you. Do you know how much aura you have, bro? Your aura maxing like 1,000 and above, okay? 1,000 and above. Like, do you know how much work it takes to get to this point where people are attracted to you. Everyone, you're so magnetic, and literally animals are walking around you, birds are literally covering you everywhere you go. Like, do you realize that how powerful that shit is? Your vibration raises, okay? When you meditate, you raise your vibration and you raise your frequency, and what that does, it's also making your magnetic field, because every person, when I talk in the context of physics and quantum field, every person has a natural magnetism inside them which they do not unlock, and it stays unconscious until they come back home to themselves and meditate. Okay, me just sitting here telling you guys all this won't make you guys feel like you want to meditate or whatever. It's for, because I know for me, I had to go through these experiences where I had no one left. I was purposely isolated. I know that was so divine. Okay, the purpose of this isolation, I'm telling you, it's so divine. It was all divinely guided. Like, I had to come to this point and place of no return, of no going back to those familiar, comfortable, safe spaces, because those familiar, comfortable and safe spaces, what it did, it only just destroyed me. It only killed me more than anything else would kill me. Okay, it never made me feel safe. I always had to hide and put up a, you can say, facade. I was not myself at that point. I was so scared to be myself because all of these people were already threatened by my presence and existence, that even I was so scared because I don't know what I have, the powers, I didn't realize back then, like, bruh, why did they just, see, like, look at me like that, or give me such weird looks when I'm just sitting in my class and I'm having my tiffin, or I'm just, studying or something like that. Like, I had to have so much some kind of bigger presence, high, which is higher than me, inside me, to make these people, scare away, and hence they felt the need to, project their own insecurities, trauma and everything, like their own hatred, jealousy. I have gone through so much hatred and jealousy when it comes to my female friendships in life, and not just female friendships, but when I was in my relationships, I had faced so much, you can say, kind of people who tried to, humble me down, because weak men, they don't feel the need to, humble down you, like, humble down strong women. They knew I was strong, okay, and that's exactly why they knew I could go on without them. They knew that very fucking well. They knew that very fucking well, that I can go on with my life even without their presence. But anyways, these people made me feel so scared to leave them and abandon them, because I was like, if I leave, wouldn't they be hurt? Am I not betraying them? Or, but I was betraying myself constantly, and that's when I realized, like, fuck, bro, fuck what they think about me, because do they even care what I am going through? Do they even care how the actions have affected me? Do they even care that how they made me feel?